Well, we're out here in this little hut. This is a 10 by 10 Harbor Freight portable storage shed. This is going to be temporary rabbit housing. We have some tables to put in here. This is out under the shade. It's been staying cool in here. This part completely opens up and we can tie it up in the day. It is right next to, get out here, their actual, oh, there's baby Rufus. He hasn't ventured this far before. Makes me nervous. Roof, you're just like your mom. Anyway, so this is the actual rabbit pallet stall barn. This part over here broke with the tree. The tree's been removed. This is paused because we were waiting on materials. This will take a lot of tin. Then we got the tin. We don't have all the wire yet, and we ran out of some of our pallets here. Once we reconfigure another project, we'll have some pallets to bring back here, and we can continue. We'll have the wire here soon. Until then, this has been put up, and it sits up underneath the trees. And this whole area over here is very shaded on purpose, and so it is quite large. It stands very tall, and so this whole area over here is for rabbits. This whole zone here, back there, up here, this was all cleared out, and this is all going to be for rabbits. There will be a pathway that's going that way and right here around. This spot here is actually for a bathhouse. So, where he is, we will have a smaller shelter. We will be tractoring some of the rabbits, but they will not tractor in this zone because, as you can see, we don't have grass in this zone. We still need to clean some things up. Pigs haven't been through. We haven't done anything, so we are ways off on tractoring over here, but housing over here we will be doing. Once the rabbits are out of this and into that, this will be used for other things. Some storage, overflow, possibly set up some tables so we can work on some of the show stuff. So that's kind of where that'll be. We will have only our mid-sized rabbits in there. Our larger giant rabbits, they're going to be in a cage colony style setup. Grow outs will be who are tractored, and then the dwarfs will be in a different combo of like a cage / colony style because they are so small. They will have extra space that way. The mid-sized rabbits will have vertical stalls going this way and there. Well, there's the door. So, what are we thinking about the Harbor Freight 10 by 10? Do we have flaws? What would be different?
Well, so far I like it. Honestly, the only flaw that I have so far is the way it anchors into the ground. We're going to have to figure out our own way to anchor it to the ground so it don't pick up and blow away when it's windy. Other than that, I wouldn't mind having a couple more of them.
So, the anchors, what is happening?
You can kind of show them over here. I don't know if it's our ground or our dirt, but when I tried to spin them into the ground, they did that and pull right back out. They just don't work.
And they are these. So, we anchored a greenhouse another way, and we're going to anchor it down like a greenhouse that we had. They have another size that is a 10 by 17 that's fully enclosed like this, and we were thinking about that, and that will replace some of our storage needs. And we'll have some of these for some other animals as a shelter, so they're going to be utilized quite a bit around here. Alright, so we've got the greenhouse tables over there. We're going to reuse those. And we'll put the rabbits in here. There is one more table that has to go across the back to fit everybody. But this will be their temporary situation. We don't really have a predator issue due to all the dogs and cats, but we will be maintaining it. There is motion lights, as well as it is directly next to the house here so that we can see. And we do overnight checks, night checks, and checks throughout the day as well. Kitty break. Raja, Rufus, Wade, and the little tiny feet over there of Jazzy. There's Roof. Getting awful high there, Roof. Better come down. Well, these guys are all temporarily in here hanging out. We've been strapping them to the table in case they get zoomies. I'm going to take this one and use it as a shed and do the 10 by 17 for the rabbits. And then they'll push that back and they'll lay the other way. Everybody's hot. They have airflow. They have a fan. It's actually much cooler in there and back here than it is where they were. And so then we'll have a tall oscillating fan here, but we're in the middle of transition, so we just haven't quite got that out here yet, but they're soaking it up. This is Mama Anastasia with her grow outs that are coming out of here, and they won't be in here at all. They'll be in a new spot. These guys are rambunctious. She is a New Zealand blue. She's just a little bit hot. It started cooling down here now, thankfully, so everybody's getting up and active. But she just likes to just lay here and hang out. She is fine, and she's just panting or breathing heavy with the heat, but here in a little bit, or if I put water or her night greens or anything like that, she'd be running around crazy. This is Kovu, and he is actually a lion head bun, but he is only a single mane. I'll show you one of his offspring here soon, and they have an excellent mane. And this is Black Otter Rex. You can tell she's the solid color there, but she has the white inside of her ears, white underside of her tail, white underside of her chin, eyes, nostrils, and so she is an AT. This is Gus Gus. He is a broken New Zealand blue. He's a beautiful pattern. He's a great rabbit, and we're going to learn all about that. He is with the E class for broken extension of color. This is Junior. Junior is an Agouti. Notice dark tips, all of his dark ticking. I keep calling him. So, named after Triton. It is a girl, but has a boy name because of Triton. White inside the ear, white around the eyes, white on the underside, white on the nostrils, white belly, white tail. This is Flounder. She is a Flemish New Zealand. Junior's also Flemish New Zealand. She is a white Vienna. And remember, white is the absence of color. So when she had a litter, one of her babies was a recessive like her, and Triton did carry that, so we got the double recessive. She is white, but she has the blue eyes, and so that is where her Vienna is. We will talk about that soon. This magnificent creature here is Kovu crossed with Drizella. This is a Lionhead New Zealand. That is also Lionhead New Zealand. Notice how the cross produced two completely different rabbits, and that's what we're talking about with the squares. This is Drizella. She is a New Zealand blue, and she is sisters to Anastasia. And this is Prince Eric. He is a fawn Flemish. And if you notice, he is also an Agouti. She is a self, and she is a self. So we have quite a few in here. He's a black otter as well. So we have quite a few great rabbits in here, and they're all super, super friendly. I was going to pull them out, but it's been so hot, and they just did a move, so I did not do that today. But I just wanted to do a little quick intermittent video about who everybody is and what everybody is. B series genes we just go over really quickly. It is not as intense as A, definitely not as C or E, so we're just going to touch on it really quickly. Dominant B is for black, and the recessive B, lowercase, is for chocolate. Now, this is determining the pigmentation of your coat. So, think of it as B being your more vibrant color, and chocolate, lowercase b, being your more faded, washed out type of coloring, such as lynx and lilac. Whereas orange and black and those vibrant colors are actually black-based coats. It sounds difficult, but as we shift into C in the next video, you will see that it all starts to come together. And you'll notice that the actual chocolate recessive, it is a richer brown. I'll show the picture here. You can see the black-based brown, let's call it that for simplicity, and then the actual chocolate brown, where the rabbit has both recessive lowercase bb. Talking about the pigmentation, we're talking about just what color is it based out of and where are we going from there. So no whole video on that, but just wanted to touch on it briefly here, show you some visual pictures, and then skirt straight over into C, and we'll be bringing out our Punnett squares again and getting a little bit more complicated with it, doing a lot more visuals, and that will be a longer video. So I wanted to throw this in here as well as show some of the rabbits so that everybody could see some of the things that we've been talking about, especially with as much as we've put into the A series genes. So thank you all for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this short video, and I will see you back here next week